There we go.
It's over, honey. I won't. The darkness is coming.
So dramatic.
I have already found my escape.
So sad.
Yes. I love you, Paula.
Such a depressing ending. Longest load time, longest load time, longest load time. This is the load time, the longest load time. Hurry the fuck up, you stupid puppet. With that one boner up in your hand. The reflection. Oh. And it's Happy Days again.
I missed you, honey.
Are you listening? About this weekend?
Oh, yeah. Mexico. Magnifico.
Great. Let's fly to Cancun then. Spend some quality time together in the beach. Do a little intelligence gathering around and see if we want to settle down there. Something?
I cannot wait to eat real Mexican food. Oh, no. The cocineros will never be able to top this caprese.
What the fuck is caprese?
Tomatoes are organic and the more
It's so, it's so laughable. You get this really dramatic like final scene. Now they're eating burgers.
Let's see if I can guess.
Oh, what kind of meat is it?
Oh, he's such a hunk. Can't wait for him to grab his Johnson.
Johnson's even sitting there like, you're...
Pick out the hotel.
He even has his own 2 burgers. Oh, that's awesome. I wonder who this is.
Hello? Hello?
You can tell so much about a man from what he puts between his buns. Some people play it straight with beef hamburgers. Others, I believe, go for pulled pork. And let's not forget that wonderful chicken breast. What kind of man are you, Hotspur?
Who is this?
In case you're wondering, my answer would unfortunately have to be none of the above. After all, I am so much more than any man. I only throw human patties
Nice
on my
string.
grill. Just like I only throw human honeys on my
Da,
bed.
da, da.
Cha-cha!
Garcia, you're taking too long. You're still eating. Back to your seat.
She's such a psycho.
Oops.
Oops.
Shit. Paula, let's book that hotel fast, huh? Before they get here.
Yes, let's.
Uh-oh.
I have no idea.
They're coming, G.
Too late to book that hotel, huh?
Assuming direct control.
Here we go again. My name Garcia Hotspur, hunter of demons. Fate has led me to fall in love with the Lord of the Underworld's mistress. His horde of minions will never stop coming to claim her. I have sworn to strike them down, each and every one, until she is mine alone. I will take on the whole world if I must, slay every creature in my path. Because I still see love in her eyes.
Well, I don't.
And because I love killing fucking demons.
Ready, G.
Always. Sorry, Paula. Mexico will have to wait.
Credits! Well, that was... Oh, let me just stretch out a bit here. Yeah, I really liked the game, that aside, but this difficulty was stupid. Like, I expected God Hard from Vanquish. Like, this really challenging mode for, like, the people who really put effort in the game, mastered it, and it's like, this is a challenge for you guys. And what I got here was just a drawn-out bore fest. Is it beef? I don't know the song text, so I'm just gonna talk. Like, normal battles with just melee. Melee is so good, you're invincible, completely. It's an insta-kill, all the time. Oh, especially when you get the bursting load, like, enemies have no chance. I'm thinking if you do it like, if you really want a hard experience with this game, just destroy the O button, just forbid yourself from doing melee, and don't upgrade weapons, and you'll get a challenge out of it, but also a boring challenge, because without upgrading weapons, I think most bosses will last at least a couple of hours. I mean, that last one, just look at it, it was like, what, half an hour? And I was fully upgraded. So, I'm a bit on the fence about that, but all in all, what do I think about the game? The game is awesome. It's unique, it's different, it's got a lot of bugs, and it kind of misses that Mikami finishing touch like Bayonetta and Vanquish had. Like, you really felt like it's finished. And that they really thought about the well, they did think about the battles here. Like, most enemy encounters were really well thought out. The weapons were cool. I just wish there was some, like, more enemy types. That's one thing it needed. Either no puzzles or more puzzles, because the puzzles were pretty interesting, like with the dark theme and like that final stage, like that Tetris-like thing. They did like once, though they get real creative with the darkness, so that's pretty cool. And like the atmosphere was great. Like, you really felt like you were in this twisted hellish world. Story was actually, I liked the story. You can say whatever you want. I fucking love the story. It's bizarre, makes no sense, but the voice acting and the writing sells it. What else? I didn't like Act 4 at all. At all. Like the big boner part, it's fun the first time. You get a good laugh out of it, and then you realize you have to do it every freaking... It's like the Fade in Dragon Age Origins. Every time you boot up the game, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have to do that part again. And you're like, oh, not again. Like, and the paper craft stages were okay, but, like, yeah, Act 1, there's no Act 1. Act 2, 3, and 5 were great. They were really fun. Another big complaint, nothing to unlock. Satanic Hell is the only thing you can unlock. Like, I beat it now, and from what I understand, there's no reward whatsoever. It kind of blows my mind, especially considering it's, again, Mikami. Bayonetta, tons of unlocks. Resident Evil games, insane amount of unlocks. Vanquish had 1 extra difficulty and 6 challenge maps. And yeah, it had a score meter, so you could fight for leaderboards, which was pretty fun. But yeah, it started with the decline started with Vanquish. Like, he didn't have a lot of unlockable content there as well. But this game, man, Jesus, there's no unlockable content. Literally, one difficulty that makes no change. Kind of pisses me off. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. That's all I have to say, I think.